different ways. Again, you can't really read what they're talking about, but you get to that, you get through that. Let's see. Get away from there. So you know the protest. Eventually, what you hear, and unfortunately, everybody, I've lost my sound. Well, anyway, could you just imagine the motorcycle continuing to drive you to where you go? You end up by the docks, out in the neighborhood by the docks of a very large ocean. It's a very just negative, sad place. Kind of a combination of just a really derelict kind of town where there's a lot of factories that are closed, not a lot of building there. And it almost like, if you ever saw the movie Popeye, how everything was built, like the Robin Williams movie, everything is weirdly shaped, like the bridges are going almost diagonally down. You don't know how people are managing to walk around. There's not a lot of people, but there's certainly some. Mostly old men, kind of drunk, walking around, talking to each other, or just sitting around on the corners by themselves. The motorcycle drives in and sits. He chains it up to like a post. Then he walks in, and Cassandra follows. Do you follow them?
Yes, I'm gonna follow them. I'm on. At this point, I've committed.
Okay. They go up the stairs. And they go up more stairs. There's more doors. We're going up into a loft space. And you end up in a large loft, probably almost 20 or 30 foot ceilings, big dirty windows with like mesh in them, looking out into the darkening day, and the kind of gray ocean that's there, and all the gray, you see like some kind of big ugly ships, nothing really pretty, just more like barges. But everything in the place is a bunch of sculptures. Some of them look like TVs that are breaking and they're holding themselves together, breaking and holding themselves together. There's big pictures of people who look like they're from, well, you don't know what advertisements are, but they're very much, there's about 20 or 30 young people, mostly in these kind of gray gauze, but some people are wearing black and some people are wearing red, some people are wearing like a tie-dye kind of thing. Most of them, though, are wearing kind of gray smocks, kind of like the whole idea of what a painter is. There's paint all over them. And they're all working on these various tall, some of them are 20 and 30 feet tall sculptures. And they're kind of talking to each other softly. You don't really hear them. Let me see, is there more sounds? What's happening? You can kind of hear the protest is coming closer, but no one seems to really mind. Everybody's kind of in their place. And far above, in the back corner, there's like a platform that's above the rest of the room, which has a little half-finished room. And Tobit and Cassandra are going up there. Do you go up there, or do you hang out on the floor with the other people?
I'm going to hang out on the floor with the other people unless they specifically invite me to go up, because that seems like it's their private room. If they're like, hey, come along, I'll come along. If they're just
20-sided.
I get 18.
That's great. You notice that these people are younger than you. They're pretty young. They're like in their teens and maybe early 20s. There's a couple people who are nearing 30, but they're all pretty under. I mean, they're younger than Tobit and Cassandra, but not by much. Tobit and Cassandra are only maybe in their early 30s. Maybe Tobit's older, you can't tell. Tobit looks a lot like me, a bearded kind of guy with a floppy hat. And a couple people go to the window and they say, they're starting to shoot again. Better get away from the window. And they kind of pull away from the window. Some others go up to the window, look at it, and then they run away from the window. And they just kind of laugh a little bit, and they keep on doing that.
Can I ask them a question before you start?
Sure. I was going to say, what do you want to know, and I'll see what I can build on. What are you looking for, and I'll see what I can tell you.
I mean, I want to know what Tobit and Cassandra are up to. That's what I want to know. But observing the rest of this stuff, you know, I might ask somebody, like, why would anyone be shooting up here?
There's been a lot of problems.
What does this building or the people they're in have to do with any of this?
The building we're in here? Or the building we're just in over there?
The building we're in right now.
Oh, this is just a loft space where we have art and stuff.
So there's just kind of like random shooting. In other words,
it's outside, but it's outside the building. It's not inside.
Right. It's outside, but it's just random enough that you might get hit. Is that what's going on?
Well, that's what they're saying. That's why they keep on kind of daring. They're kind of having a little fun game where they're like, "Oh, is it happening? Oh, I'm gonna run away!" Oh, like, and you can see there's bullet holes in some of the glass, which means that this has happened before. But they seem to be okay. Let's see.
So I'm gonna talk to one person, but I still want more info since I got the high roll. You all are a bit nonchalant for, like for gunshots to be kind of headed your way, like for bullets and stuff to be like coming your way.
Well, we're very happy to be here instead of out there, aren't we? They're all kind of like. What kind of building? I mean, they're listening to you. They seem to have no problem with you being there. Most of them are working on sculpture, paper mache, metal, sculpting things. But they're there, and some of them are looking at and they're laughing at when the guns go and stuff like that.
So, what's happening outside?
You see, you go over and look.
No, I want to ask them. I want to know from their perspective, what do they think is happening?
This craziness of this culture, friend, is falling apart around us. You have 3 factions trying to run this world, and we would rather not be any of them. But there's the people who want the old presiders to be in power still, but they lost the election. Some people say they didn't lose the election, the election was rigged or something. Then there's the new presiders. A lot of people think that they're doing well, a lot of people don't think they're any good. And then there's people, well, some of us, now kind of laugh, we don't think you need presiders at all. But really, we're trying to keep our mind on the art, because really, the problem with our culture is that there's no imagination. So we're trying to bring that imagination back. And someone in the course says, that's not what we're doing. We're trying to destroy imagination. Replace it with knowledge and certainty. Oh, fuck you. Fuck you too. And they just all laugh. Like they all laugh. Like this is like an unrunning joke to them. What's your name? Yes.
Hey, you. This is a guy who was.
Yeah, what do you want?
Hey, what's your deal?
I'm building this. It's a robot. It's not a robot. It's a robot. It's eventually going to be a walking sculpture. I'll call it a walking sculpture. Once we have this one. Huh?
How are you going to make it walk?
Oh, I'd love to tell you.
So tell me.
Nah, I don't think you're ready to hear it, Fred. You don't even look like you're from around here.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm just visiting.
How about, so a person comes up to you, kind of a young woman, and she says, how much did that cost you, that crown? glass window or something. You don't have to go underground.
No, that's fine. That's totally, I'll go with it. But I'm like, oh crap, I forgot I should have disguised myself.
Right, you're not really disguised. You have a woolen cloak, so you don't look. You have your rich clothing underneath, so that's okay. But you still have this kind of like. I have a picture in the Discord, the Holy Ghost Dice Club Discord. In the game so far, there's a part where your character, King David, and Isaiah, I think, are all there. And Isaiah's not wearing a hat. David's wearing a good crown, and you're wearing this really kind of big crown, old-fashioned crown. And that's kind of how I see Melchizedek. But at some point, you look at it as one.
Oh, this thing? Oh, nice. I'm rubbing it in my woolen coat. Oh, it's just a prop, I'm part of like a troupe of,
Mummers.
Actors.
Are you a mummer?
I'm sorry?
Are you a mummer?
Mummer. Please.
That's an old-fashioned word for actor, singer. Mummer.
Yes, I am, actually. I am a mummer. I am an actor.
Could I trade you my hat for your hat?
I won't be able to do that.
You don't like my hat?
No, it's that this has a lot of meaning for me. I'll have to decline if you don't mind.
She looks at you and goes, you just don't like my hat. And she walks away. Now, meanwhile, you're never get into her good graces again. Anyway, you wouldn't care. I'm a good artist. We're all good artists. But in a little while, shut up. You don't even know what I'm going to say. Shut up. Don't even tell me. Shut up. And the two of them one jumps off of a sculpture and runs to the guy, and the guy kind of starts wrestling him, and they kind of roll off into another part of, like they kind of roll beyond a curtain somewhere. And then
all an interesting bunch.
And somebody else comes up and says, I won't see them for a while. That's their way of making love. Would you like some coffee?
Yeah, I would like some coffee. But now, I want insight. Let's step back a little bit. As all this is happening, I would like some insight in what Cassandra and Tobit. I want insight into what they're up to.
Well, I mean, there's several ways to do it. You can ask the people around one, or you can go up there and follow them, or you could, what else would you do? What else would you want to know? Well, you can't really hear them up there. You shut the door and just
Why did I have to roll then?
Well, the original goal is to find out all this other stuff that you found, like you got into what they're talking about.
Well, if I roll, I see. In other words, they're open enough to tell me this stuff.
Yeah, because you rolled an 18, so they're all remember,
you.
just so you know, just so you do have this insight too, if they didn't like you, they wouldn't be as friendly. They might even run away, or they might beat you up. They're kind of like anarcho-artists or something. Artsy people. But they like you except for the woman who you wouldn't take her hat. She's gone. You can't find her anywhere. She's off somewhere in the room.
Okay. So, what's this dude that Cassandra's into? Not Tobit, but I came from like this lecture, and there was this guy, Todd. You said?
What was his name?
No, I'm asking you. What did you say?
He's calling himself the Source.
The source. Yeah, what's up with that dude?
People come up to you and they say, come here. Oh, go to a little corner, this little kitchenette, and this other person silently hands you a cup of coffee. He's got a cup of coffee, iced coffee, black. And the first person's like, dude, we're really afraid for Cassandra, friend, because of that fucking cult she's in. Well, none of us go to that place. Some of us were in there, we got out of it, we don't want to go back. Other people know better and don't ever want to go back. They're a terrible, terrible group of people.
Yeah, they seem that street and decided on a whim just to go check it out, and it's really weird. When did she start getting into this guy?
A couple years ago, she was into it. At first, she paid a few $100 to get, I didn't say dollars, but 100 talents to get initial classes. And then there's thousands of talents. I think it's 10,000 talents. Now, Cassandra's got a little money. Not that she's really, as a young person of her family, she doesn't really have access to too much of it. But theoretically, she's gonna get some money ahead. She shares it around. Some of us have money, some of us are dirt poor. We all kind of share together because why not? But we're afraid for Cassandra. There's some real hard stuff going on. She has some kind of distant relative who seems to want to marry her or something, or at least be with her or something.
And is Tobit into that?
No, Tobit's our friend. Tobit's with us. Tobit's been trying to help her get out of it. But one of what we've been doing is having a certain kind of game that we all agree to be God-like beings in a universe that we make in a circle around, the table over there. Sometimes we write stuff down. Sometimes we don't. Sometimes we roll these dice. Sometimes we don't. Sometimes we have cards. Sometimes we have coins. Sometimes we throw sticks. All this to decide how we can channel other realities. And
what kind of
government?
I'm sorry.
Oh, and the government around here, whether it's the old presider, the new presider, or all these kids running around trying to have no presiders, everyone seems to have a problem with our game. We've been raided 3 times this month, but we always hide behind the sculptures, and the sculptures somehow kind of distract whoever comes in here.
Okay. Is Tobit, is the Tobit plays and Cassandra plays as well?
We all try to play. Tobit and Cassandra are good players too. We're trying to make her healthy. It's a way when we all get together in our circle and picture a kind of a mythic world that we're all contributing to telling the story of. Her madness, her demons, her hard times ends up being things kind of like dragons that we fight or something. Kind of in the dungeon of her mind that we try to break her out of. And this is what we are trying to spread the world, really, but I think we can actually maybe bring the city into a better place somehow. Get it away from this garbage that's all around.
Does Cassandra play Ashura, the goddess Ashura?
I think she's used that word. But it's not the only one. Well, go ahead, Fred.
Does Tobit ever play El?
Wow. Not directly. It's mostly, Cassandra's been a very big leader. Basically, in the old days, there'd be a master of the storytelling and people who would play in the storytelling. Then eventually there were people when all of them would play and tell at the same time. But what Cassandra's very good at is channeling whatever that further world is. And different spirits, I think Ashura might have been one of them. Female spirits of power that come from distant places. And, she channels this and then tells us where that world is. And sometimes she'll channel a different. And some of us will do it. That girl who took your hat or wanted to, she also channels really well. Even I've done it a little bit, not very well. Who the hell are you? Go back to your closet. Leave me alone. You started it. And the guy runs off. So you got 2 people left. And the quieter guy says, and that's pretty much the story. What do you think of the coffee?
I think it's great.
It's good coffee.
I didn't think it was going to be good cold, but it is. Here I am.
It's really nice. It's really nice to kind of see the opposite of what you expect in a way,
Yeah, it is.
passes, she's loaded with all kinds of pain. I think it's some people think that organization has a connection to the great landfills.
Yeah. I visited the great landfills over a second.
What was it like?
It was disgusting. It was toxic.
What they end up doing is people who play too much with that cult, they end up getting very zombie-like. And they end up sending them into the landfill to do work there for the organization. We don't know what they're doing there. They send them out in gangs of 20 and 30, sometimes as small as 10. Sometimes they'll send 100 people out, but not that many people return. And they'll sit there and they'll just shovel that terrible shit and put that energy of it somewhere. We don't really know much more. But all that stuff is spiritual in a way, even though that's physical to us, and we feel the physical of it. We are also concerned with the spirituality of it. And that's what our game tries to do, is kind of make our own world as opposed to just doing what the regular world of the old presiders and the new presiders and the no presiders want. We want to go further than that. Go to the further world, which is where we all kind of push our minds when we play.
Can I use the bathroom?
Of course, Fred. Yeah, it's just down the hallway over there.
All right.
Past the closet where those two guys are, fighting.
Okay. All right. Watch it, you guys. Don't hurt yourselves. Okay, I'm in the bathroom to have a moment.
Okay.
To take off. And
Yes.
okay. So what I think is going on is that essentially everyone here are the gods. I don't know that it's everybody necessarily in this world. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I'm not entirely sure. But it seems like these people are, it seems like maybe they are some of the gods, and they're on the cusp of kind of realizing how illusory this world actually is, but not quite there. And my question is, how do I wake them up?
Are you asking me or are you asking yourself?
I'm asking myself.
Do you want to roll the dice to get an idea from me, or do you want to just continue to think, I'll just shut up and let you continue?
I want to. I need to confer with L.
That's a good idea.
So, what do I do? What's my next move?
Well, how would you like to confer with Al?
I'd like to pray.
Would you like to pray in the bathroom or do you want to go somewhere else?
I mean, I could pray in the bathroom. That's kind of. I don't. L's everywhere, theoretically. So, and I am L.
Right.
Right? So, I just need to kind of draw the power of L right now and just figure out how do I wake everyone up.
Well,
From within this world, if that's even possible.
well, what would you use of the items you had? What would you use of the items you had to contact Al?
So, grab the items. Okay, let's see, hold on. Okay, so I have wool. Wait a minute, can you remind me? I have wool, hold on. Wool, right? Is wool. I have a golden, I don't know if it's golden, but maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But I have a staff, right?
Yeah. Yeah, one more thing, friend. And you lost it last time because that guy's power was making you forget what you brought, but then you remembered. Do you remember? The minute you asked the tardigrades and the tardigrades wanted to help you, they didn't actually help you, but the love of the tardigrades and what they channel, the God love, kind of got you to remember. Do you remember?
Hold on. purposes. Not just disguising me, but also protecting me. And so I'm going to slip away outside. But I need to remember how to get back up here.
How would you do it?
I'm going to take small pieces of my wool coat, and as I walk down the stairs, I'm going to place them where I can find them. And that will lead me back up.
Okay, so you're going to go out and you do. As you're coming down,
Am I out? I'm outside. I'm in.
yeah, there's some people talking, but it's not that loud.
Okay, I'm going to go into, like, the back somewhere, but I thought it was loud. There were protests and stuff going on.
There's some people that the protesters have moved away again, but there's still people talking about a block away or something.
Oh, okay. I just want to go into, what I wanted to do is blow the horn in the midst of the protest because it was so loud, right, that I could get away with it. That's kind of the idea that I have.
Okay. Well, here it
I
is.
think it will, but
You hear some marching is coming closer.
okay.
Do you want to do it?
As long as I'm also like around the corner from it. So in other words, I want the sound to disguise. So I'm gonna go around the corner where people can't see me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna blow the horn. Oh no. Oh no. I wish you could help me awaken these people. Awaken to the reality that they are all trapped and they are all enslaved. I need them to wake up. I need the gods to wake up. Help me. How do I do that?
Roll. Do you have a 10-sided dice too? Do you have a 10-sided die?
Yeah, let me do a 10-sided die.
Yeah.
Okay. I have a 5.
Okay, let me see. You see these little drones that come down? There's drones, you see? There's about 5 of them, and they spin down and they kind of zoom past you, and they're kind of spinning around you. There's like about 5 of them, and they're blinking lights. There's like little like siren things, like Mars lights, police things on the drones themselves. They start taking shots at you.
Wow. Okay. So I'm jumping out of the way. I take my staff,
Yeah.
and my staff becomes long enough to strike them.
Okay. Roll on your 20-sided die. Roll it 5 times. Tell me what numbers you get.
7,
Okay.
15,
Okay.
17,
Okay.
17 again.
Okay. upstairs anymore. The door is shut there, and he's painting. And there's a couple other kids walking around, talking a little bit. Some people are still staring out the window. Most people are working on their the big statues. And he's just sitting there like this.
And Seal just got up. I need to see what's going on.
Okay.
Okay. Are you okay?
Yes. Hey, thanks a lot for helping us, man. Thanks a lot for helping my friend Cassandra.
Yeah. She's into some heavy shit.
It's a terrible organization, but they seem to run a lot of the city. Whether you vote for one presider or another presider, they seem to have their hands in everything. We've been trying really hard to get her to come back and be happy again. She needs to sleep off some of that painful stuff. Was it like that for you too? Did you get the impression? She said she could sometimes feel the energy rising and falling in herself when she is in the crowd. She swears she loves the organization. She won't really agree with us that it's not a good organization, even though some of the people here don't want to be in that anymore.
Yeah, I don't understand the draw, but I'm very worried about her, and I'm worried for everyone who's involved. I would actually like to figure out how to pull Cassandra out of this as well. In fact, I agree with you. I suspect that they are running things in the city, and I would like to help take it down.
Well, brother, you've come to the right place. You want solidarity on that point. Everyone in this place, there's no one other than Cassandra who still wants to be in that cult. A good third of the people in this organization, when they were young and seeking, just out of academia, school, college, and high school, they would find their way to that group because they seem to really prey on people who are empathic, people who are very sympathetic to people. As people like Cassandra, who is very empathic, she'll start to feel all the pain and all the negative energies of everyone because she wants to help everyone. But this organization has a way of trapping people like that. About 50 years ago, there were a lot of people in our community, this city, who were very much seeking. They were trying to have a new world. But that's over years has been forgotten. And this organization comes out of that time period where there were a lot of seeking people, seekers, if you will. But the seekers are no longer. What they find is slavery in that place. But one of the things we want to do is try to channel the other world. We might do that soon. I hope you. Would you want to play a game with us?
Yes, I would.
Well, that would be beautiful. That would be beautiful. Oh wait. It's just some people look out. It's the bullet. It's the bullet. Hide, hide. People are running out. The constabulary is making it rain again. I would suggest you find a place to be under.
Okay, I will. So I dash under
see Cassandra has just come out of where she was sleeping, and she's clearing her throat. And as she does that, you feel this wave of light. It hits you, and it like almost makes you not go unconscious. And you see that Cassandra, for a split second, looks to you like the woman of the vision of back in last year when you saw that vision. She just looks like that woman. And you see the police and the army have just left, and they've gone. They've left the place.
Now, the statue's moving. What's everyone's reaction to that?
Well, they kind of come out of the statues, and they were like sitting in the heads of the statues. They moved them around. These are their statues. And they all kind of give each other high fives and hug each other, and they share some coffee. Some of them share some wine. Some of them share some smoking things. And they're all very, they're like very much like, we got away with that time. We got away with it that time. No one seems to notice that whatever Cassandra had done was when she cleared her throat that they left. No one noticed that. They're all thinking Maeve did it.
Yeah. Wow.
You see Cassandra, and she's like staring with a very, kind of 1,000-yard stare as she holds onto the railing and looks down the spiral staircase down to the floor. She's just staring like that. I want to do a check with you, Fred. When can you play till? Because it's almost 9:30.
Yeah, we've got to end it here.
This is a good place, because the next thing you'll probably do is either they'll come back and we'll have a fight with them, or whatever next map might be the game. Just remember, you saw Cassandra as she cleared her throat. She woke up when everybody else was hiding, and she looked like the woman from the Revelation. She looked like Ashura for a second. But whether she remembers it even, remember what they told you. She channels. She doesn't say, I, Cassandra, do this. She just says, Cassandra goes blank like a symbol, and everything comes out. I'm saying symbol to you and me because you know what that is, but
yeah.
Symbol, but yeah.
Okay.
Well, thank you, man. Thank you.
Yeah. It's really interesting that I thought Tobit would have been part of the cult, but he's not.
Well, at least he told you this. Remember, people tell you things and you'll find out more what they know, but for the most part, it seems like there were some people who were in it and are no longer, and Cassandra still is. Tobit may or may not be. He told you he wasn't, but who knows?
Okay. Wow. So, have you played with anyone else? Like, how are we fitting in the other characters?
Well, I was supposed to play with Gail earlier, the day before Thanksgiving, but then he got called in the theater and he couldn't play. So I'm supposed to maybe play with him Monday. I'm seeing Bitches on Tuesday. I'm seeing Bitches and me and Kathy are going to go see The Wiz on Wednesday.
The Wiz?
The Wiz.
Like the Wizard of Oz, The Wiz?
You remember The Wiz that Michael Jackson was in and everything?
Yes.
That production is coming to Chicago and we'll see it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, Kathy got it for us.
Oh, that's so great.
I'll let you know how it goes. Do you want to do this next Friday? Or Thursday? Hope you can keep it up, because you're right.
Let me see. Let me get back to you about what's a better day, Thursday or Friday. I think that I did today because, of course, yesterday was Thanksgiving. Otherwise, I would have done yesterday.
Do you want to do it?
Thursday was better for me.
Shall we do it next Thursday then, with every thought?
Let me make sure that I can do next Thursday.
Would you get back to me as soon as you could, you might? Or
Yeah.
just let me know if it's possible.
Yeah.
If not, let's do it some other time soon. I'm supposed to see Gail. I'm supposed to see Gail probably Monday, and then me me and Jeff are like permanently like trying to play phone tag about it. So I'm seeing what I'll get with Jeff again too.
Okay.
Sabrina's been really busy with work, but I know she was interested in playing too. Landy can't do it in the next few weeks because she's very busy. So if you remember, she's a fairy, that globe of energy. She can just zip off and never come back, zip off and come back in a year, zip off and come back next week. She's got the ability to do that. So we're going to keep her in that character that right now she's off in fairyland. She's not bothering with us right now. So Landy can't make it. Jeff said he might, but we have to get back together. Gail and I are definitely getting together. And that's it. Then there's you, and it's Sabrina too. We're gonna try to do. One of the things I want to do with Sabrina is maybe show her the shows and let her decide what she wants to do as a dragon with more knowledge than anyone else.
Okay. I noticed you have a Oscar Lopez shirt.
Yeah. This is I got two of them. This is the one I had long ago, and then there's another one I had that's an orange one.
That's awesome.
I like doing it because you're like, well, what does it mean? And you said, we were really freedom. This is a victory shirt. This is not